Hello dear students, today we are going to learn time and tense part first. This is chapter 4 of our total English language book. So here we are to study present tense. The two forms of the present tense are simple present. It is called present indefinite tense also, present continuous tense. Here according to our syllabus we are to study only two tenses in part 1, simple present or present continuous tense. By the way, you have studied these tenses since first or second class, and now you are in ninth or 10th class, so I think you know well what is simple present or present continuous tense. Means you know the structure of these tenses. If you don't know, then you can ask separately from me. Okay, so simple present tense is used to indicate facts. What are the facts? Like a magnet attracts iron filings, or repeated actions, customs, and habits, like he visits his family every weekend. Every weekend. We whitewash our house before Diwali. He goes to bed at 11 o'clock every night. So in any sentence, if you find every weekend, before Diwali, every nights, it shows repeated action, then we should use here simple present or present indefinite tense. Second one is abilities. To show abilities, like she plays tennis very well. And the next one is the future, means present tense shows future tense also. After if, in likely conditional clauses, as if he comes tomorrow, we shall remind him. By the way, in our mind, the sense becomes if he will come tomorrow, we shall remind him. But with if or unless or in conditional sentences, will or shall is not used. Means future tense is not used with conditional sentences. So here we should say if he comes tomorrow, but the sense should be in your mind if he will come tomorrow, we shall remind him. So to show future tense, we use present tense, present indefinite, simple present tense. After words like when, until, before, after, as soon as, means these words are also used before conditional sentences, or these words are used to make conditional sentences. Like when, here when is using as a condition. When the rain stops, we shall go out, means the sense should be in your mind when the rain will stop, we shall go out. But we can't use will stop, we'll make the when the rain stops, we shall go out. We can't begin until. Until here is used as condition, he arrives. But the sense or the meaning you should get, we can't begin until he will arrive. Arrives means will arrive. Will arrive can't be right, because that is wrong grammatically, but the sense is of that. Third one is they will stop playing as soon as the whistle blows, but the sense should be the whistle will blow. So you should understand that present tense is used to show the future tense as well. In the above four cases, the present continuous tense can't be used in place of the simple present tense. Keep in mind this thing also. Now the second one, present continuous tense, is used to indicate first what is happening now. Like we are eating, she's singing, I am teaching. Temporary habit, I am traveling by bus to my office. Students are learning fast these days. That is a temporary habit. The future. Understand that we can use future tense in present indefinite tense or present continuous tense. When are you coming? Tomorrow. We have used tomorrow, but that's why it has become future. My nephew is arriving this evening. This evening we have used, that's why it is showing future tense. Repeated happening or coincidence. The present continuous tense is used to show unavoidable coincidences or events for which there is no proper explanation. Rina is always losing her pen. His bicycle is always breaking down, means always word will be used here for repeated happenings or coincidence. Next, there is one case in which the simple present tense is almost interchangeable with the present continuous tense. I.e., for example, for an event which has been definitely planned for the future, means the sense will be of future but can be written either in simple present tense or in present continuous tense. Means sentence will be in either simple present tense or in present continuous tense, but the sense will be of future tense. Let's see how. He takes the examination next week. Because of next week, it is showing future tense. He is taking the examination next week, means both the sense of both the sentences are same, equal. She leaves school in June or she is leaving school in June. Both the sentence have the same meaning. Stative verbs. So there are many verbs which are normally not used in the continuous tense. Such words describe a state of mind, and not an action. Means that is not an action, that is a state of mind. These words are referred to as stative verbs, while action verbs refer to an action. Stative verbs are of five kinds. First one, verbs of sense and perception, means with these verbs you get sense of perception: see, hear, smell, touch, taste, notice, feel. Like we see with our eyes. We should not say we are seeing with our eyes, because these verbs can't be used in continuous tense. The honey tastes sweet. We shouldn't say that the honey is tasting sweet, because these verbs can't be used in continuous tense. Verbs of emotions. These verbs express feelings: love, hate, like, dislike, adore, wish, mind, want, desire, hope. These are the verbs of emotions. So we shouldn't use these verbs in continuous tense. We can't use ing with them. He likes idli and sambar. We shouldn't say he is liking idli and sambar. I want to have some rest. We can't say I am wanting to have some rest. It will be wrong grammatically. Third one, verbs of mental state and activity, like agree, disagree, believe, disbelieve, doubt, trust, defer, find, forgot or forget, imagine, know, mean, recollect, remember, think, suppose, understand. We shouldn't use ing with these verbs, or we shouldn't use these verbs in continuous tense. Do you understand the poem? it means are you understanding the poem? But we shouldn't speak this, or we shouldn't write this, are you understanding the poem? But we should write, do you understand the poem? You know the way to the market. We shouldn't say you are knowing the way to the market. That is wrong. Next one, verbs of possession. These verbs express ownership or relationship. Own, belong, possess, have, has. This house belongs to my uncle. So, belonging is incorrect. This house is belonging to my uncle. That is incorrect. Mohan owes some money to me. But if you say Mohan is owing some money to me, that is incorrect. Pay attention. He has good memory. That is possession. But have is used in progressive, so express the meaning of eat or take. Means have has a different meaning like eat or take. I'm having breakfast and tea involves action. Means I'm having breakfast and tea means I am doing an activity. It is showing action. That's why we can use I am having. But we shouldn't use he is having or he is having good memory. That is wrong. Some other verbs such as appear, seem, look, contain, consist of, require, resemble, suffice, include, concern, signify, remain, deserve. These are also such verbs which we shouldn't use in continuous tense. Actually, you should learn these all five kinds of verbs, stative verbs, because these are asked in competitive examination also. After 12th, if you appear in any government job, then definitely such type of questions are asked there also. This diary includes all important holidays. That is correct. But if you say this diary is including all important holidays, that is incorrect. The leader deserves our respect. Is correct. The leader is deserving our respect. Wrong. He appears to be wealthy. Correct. He is appearing to be wealthy. That is incorrect. What many of these stative verbs are used as dynamic verbs to express deliberate or voluntary activity. Next, present perfect tense is used to indicate present perfect tense. I hope you know what is present perfect tense. That something has happened at an indefinite time. Means time is not definite. He has got a job. We don't know when. That it began in the past and has continued up to the present. I have lived in Mumbai for 1 year. That it had just happened. She had just arrived. So we can understand these are three conditions of present perfect tense. Now we should pay attention over some other things like the simple past show when something happened. We'll discuss tomorrow about simple past as well. Here we should understand that since and for is also used with has and have and verb third form. The present perfect also shows a recent happening. I have just word or just adverb will be used here. There are certain adverbs associated with the present perfect rather than with the simple past. We'll discuss next time about simple past, but here we are trying to study about present perfect tense. When we use such words as lately, recently, just, already, we show that the past event is closely connected with the present, and we therefore use the present perfect tense. Like, we have not been to the cinema lately. If you see lately word in any sentence, you should use perfect tense, present perfect tense. He has recently got married. The results have just been announced. So just recently, lately, already. Such words are used in present perfect tense with has, have plus verb third form. Now the next thing is present perfect continuous tense. I hope you should know about present perfect continuous tense. Has, have plus been and verb ing form with since or for. Like the present perfect tense, this tense indicates a past event closely connected with the present. This distinguished from the present perfect in that it is used in three specific ways to indicate an activity or state which started in the past and has continued until the present. We have been revising verbs for 3 weeks. Time is for 3 weeks, and in prepositions, we have studied the use of for and since, because uh, for and since are prepositions, and what is the use of these two words I have explained in the topic preposition. That here for is for period of time, and since is used for point of time. So she has been cleaning the house since 8 o'clock. To emphasize that a past activity or a state connected with the present but now ended has been continuous or repeated. They have been playing all afternoon, full time. I have been I have been taking medicine since last Friday. That is point of time. That's why we have used since here to indicate that a post activity connected with the present but now ended has important result which is now being experienced. We have been driving along muddy roads and now the car is dirty. And the next one is she has been studying all night and has fallen asleep in the class. These are the things or conditions of present perfect continuous tense. Let's do assignment. Change the words in brackets to either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous tense. So before doing these things, you should remember some points which I have already discussed with you. B, we students in this school for the last 5 years. For because of here for the time has been used, so we can understand that it was the matter of past, right? So here we'll use have been. Be is a verb, we will use have, and be is first form, we will use third form, that is been. So we have been students in this school for the last 5 years. My brother has recently, just before some time, we have studied that recently, just, already, lately. Such words are used in present perfect tense, and in present perfect tense, has have plus verb third form is used. So my brother has recently entered the university. Because of recently, we have used has plus verb third form. Miriam has been fasting since sunrise. Since or for, I have told you that since and for are used in present perfect continuous tense. So here we have used has been fasting, fast plus ing. He has not been visiting us since 1999. So here you have understood since is used again. We have been doing a tense exercise for the last few minutes. So for Sometimes we use since or for in present perfect continuous tense. I have been waiting for him since 8:30. That is sentence. And I shall wait only another 5 minutes. That is another sentence. You can ask here that we have used here for him and since 8:30. So here wait for is a phrasal verb, and since 8:30, that is since before the point of time. Next, the president has just announced the good news. We know very well that just recently, already, lately has used are used in present perfect tense. He has already written a letter to his father. He has been talking for, since of for is used in present perfect continuous tense. Now that I have finished reading Oliver Twist, I shall read the Bible. Means the work has been finished recently, but the time is indefinite. So we use present perfect tense. The helping verb has or have, verb third form. So these are the tenses which we have studied in first part, and in second part we learn something new. Okay, bye.